What's up, guys? So just kind of wanted to give a review on my LOD Xpedition series tire carrier and rear bumper. So I've had it for about 2 years now, and just kind of wanted to give you guys kind of my thoughts on the tire carrier, kind of how it's holding up with the 35-inch tire on the back, and just and then also going through winters here where they use rolled salts and stuff like that, just kind of how the finish is holding up. So rear bumper here, I just like this style, just a little bit more minimalist, kind of a little bit more similar to stock, but the finish on the actual bumper is holding up really nice. The welds look great, as you can see, really nice looking welds on it. But so they do offer a grease fitting, which is really nice. So I grease this every once in a while. As you can see, I kind of over greased it a little bit. But so it's got a Zerk fitting for greasing, so you can keep this thing nice and lubed up, so it's just easier to swing out and everything like that. One complaint I do have is, as you can see, the jerry cans don't sit like perfectly flat, or it kind of has like almost like an angle to it. So that's one downside to the jerry can mounts, and I think it's to do with how it's mounted there. So I don't know if I can maybe make one of those holes a little bit bigger, kind of round it out with ream it out with some type of drill bit, and then maybe allow these to kind of maybe cant forward a little bit, and maybe that'll help. This one's a little crooked. I mean, you don't really notice, from far away. When you're looking at it, you really don't notice it a whole lot, but that's just something to think about. The way these mount on, these weren't the greatest either, that you kind of have to really bend them around. So I have seen people use bungee cables or straps that would work. But like if you were using this, if you're using your jerry cans a lot, this probably wouldn't be the greatest setup, I would think, at least just with this type of mounting system that they have. I think they maybe went to something different. I think they do something different now, but just this setup wasn't not terrible, but definitely not like if you're gonna be taking this on and off all the time. It was a pain just to get it kind of on. Storage basket's holding up really nice. The finish on it's holding up great. The hardware on there, you can see it's corroded just a little bit. That's just to be expected here. I probably will be taking it off and refinishing them, just painting them black, and that way they won't get any more corroded than they are. A little, I guess, latch here, it's kind of getting a little bit pitted, so I'll probably be taking this off and repainting. I'll probably just paint it black. I kind of wanted to do it in the first place, but I just kind of got excited when I got it that I just wanted to do it. So pull this guy off here. It still functions and everything. It's just so. There's a look at the inside of it. So it does have this little rubber like bump stop on it. And it does leave a little bit of I guess almost leaves like part of itself on there. So not the end of the world, but just so you guys know that it will kind of leave like a mark. I'm sure I could get this off no problem. But other than that, it doesn't. This thing does not rattle at all. If you don't have this piece adjusted properly, it can rattle. So keep that in mind. If you have this too tight, it seems to rattle more, which is seems counterintuitive. So I just backed this off just a little bit. So it took a little bit of playing around to get it where it needed to be, where it didn't make any noise at all. But yeah, so now it's great. It's completely silent, and even with a 35-inch tire on it, it does a great job. But yeah, really sturdy. They make this in the USA too, which is cool. I like to support U.S. companies, and the quality definitely shows. So, but yeah, otherwise the finish, I do clean my Jeep a lot, probably more than like the normal person would. So, but if you're in any area where you don't have rolled salts, like if you're in Florida or Texas or something like that, where they don't use rolled salts, this is going to hold up just fine for you guys. So But yeah, here's where this is that mounting point I was talking about. So I think if I can cant it a little bit, it'll kind of maybe bring it in or whatever. But yeah, so that's just kind of that. But other than that, really happy with it. I just love the look of it. When I was looking for something, I didn't want, the TJs are a small Jeep, and a lot of the bumpers and tire carrier setups are just really big and bulky, and they just don't look very good on the TJ. And this is just super simple, nice and sturdy, and then it can hold up the 35 absolutely no problem. I did have to add in the back here, I have a stack of washers in between the tire carrier and the tire, because you want to have it so that the tire is contacting the A-arm, I guess you could call it. So I had to space it out a certain distance, so I actually used some washers to space it out. I kind of forgot I did that. That was supposed to be temporary, but obviously it works. So, but other than that, I really like it. The swing arm is, I mean, you can do it, you know, one finger, and it does great. And then it just latches back up here. Just get it in there, and then just latches nice and tight. And yeah, this thing's not going anywhere. So, but yeah, overall, really nice quality. If I were to do it again, I would buy this one again. And yeah, for the price too, I mean, it's, I think, I want to say I paid around $1,100 for the whole setup. So that's with the jerry cans, with the basket, kind of all in together. So really nice. I really like it. So anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. Definitely consider subscribing. That helps me out a bunch, guys. And we'll see you guys in the next video.